Hey, today we are going to take a look at some glitches, some things that they have patched, and it's quite crazy because they have yet to fix some things that absolutely need to be addressed. First and foremost, within the Hotfix Notes, which was released about 2 days ago, because by the time we're watching this, it should be the 28th. Now, ever since this was released, I've been asked about a specific glitch that they have indeed patched. Right here you can see, quote, fixed an issue where Grim Rewards season journey objectives could be repeated by dropping and picking up the same stash, which is going to have to be with the cash glitch for the season pass. Sure, this is unfortunate, yet what's great is that they have fixed the whole issue with the premium battle pass, where it would automatically lock onto it. Now it's fixed, so you can simply just go around that whole issue. You can save your premium battle pass for next season. That is if you did not redeem it by accident. So with that to the side, let's go ahead and talk about this Helltides method that I highly recommend if you have been experiencing some issues during Tier 4. What you're going to do is head over to Tier 3, take out some enemies, and just simply gather a good amount of cinder. So if you're trying to pick up a good amount of items out of the mystery chest, then you absolutely will need to pick up 250 cinder. Now, side note, for those that are wondering, did they fix the whole glitch where you could use the shaman to constantly revive the fallen to where a bunch of cinder could pop up? They have fixed that, so it's no longer possible. What you can tell now is that I have 250, so what I'm going to do is leave the game. So leave, then we'll be at the character selection. On the right side here, you're going to see the change tier option, and we're going to change it to Tier 4. So once you click on change world tier, go down to torment, click it, and then start game. We of course are going to then have to wait through this loading screen. Eventually you will be back into the game. What you are going to see on the top right is the same amount of cinder that I had when I previously left. Then I can go towards the chest here, open it up, and a bunch of loot's gonna pop out. Of course, I am on Tier 4, so this means that I have a higher chance of sacred ancestral weapons popping up, as well as those unique items. This method right here will make things 10 times easier, and if they do end up nerfing this or patching it, that's going to be pretty sad because they have fixed some issues like the fallen revival method. Like I've shown in the past, some said it wasn't a glitch or an exploit. And then what do you know, the patch notes came out and they fixed it. Continuing along here, we're going to talk about the Season of Blessing glitch and bug. If you guys have checked out the previous video where I talked about how this specific bug would basically deplete your gold pretty fast, it's all due to the Season of Blessing. We're over here at the Occultist and we're going to see if it has officially been patched. What you're going to see is I'm going to check a few of the items to see how much it is worth beforehand. So we can see that there's a 100,000. Then we're going to go on to the next one. This is 500,000. And then what do we have here? 100,000. And we're just going to cycle through to make sure that the prices are the same, right? Okay, nothing different. We're going to open up this Season of Blessing here by going towards the Season tab. Click on the Season. And we're going to obviously have to take away some points here. Then put it all towards the bargaining. Then from there, exit out. I'm going to talk to the Occultist, and then we're going to transfer over some weapons and see what has changed. You're going to see at first that nothing has changed. So at first I thought, okay, they have fixed it. This is good news. Then I decided to check out some other items within my inventory. Here on the bottom, I have some rings, I have an amulet, and I have some other things like chests and a unique. I'm going to check out the amulet here, and you're going to see that it says 700,000. Now, what we're going to do is open up the Season Blessing, take away some of these points, and then I'm going to then put it back towards the bargaining. Click on the Occultist, and let's check it out. And it's 800,000 to replace the affix. So it has yet to be patched. I'm sure it will be fixed today because it is Friday. They're having their campfire chat. And by the way, I'm going to update you guys on the patch notes and everything that has been changed. So make sure that you are subscribed and you check out that video when it is uploaded. Moving on, we're going to talk about one more thing, and this has to do with the Cold Hard Truth side quest. This is only available within the Season of Malignant, and what you're going to do is reach the ending. Some may think that this has been addressed and it has been fixed, but it absolutely is not. You can do this over and over again as many times as you like. Overall, grabbing a decent amount of XP, but a crap ton of hearts and invokers. What you're going to see is the boss pop up. We're going to take him out. we're going to see that the heart will drop. Pick it up. Do not talk to the NPC. Just simply exit out of the dungeon by either leaving through the emote wheel or opening up the map and clicking on the stair icon. This will then exit you out of the dungeon. You just want to then reset the dungeon. If it does not reset, because this can happen, I believe it's mainly because you do have an NPC with you. So the game is going to pretty much say, hey, you have someone with you. You cannot reset this dungeon because they're still in the dungeon or whatever. That can happen. What you'll do is you'll just exit out of the game completely by leaving the game. But do not exit the game completely. Just disregard that wording, the way I phrased it. Leave the game like so. And what you're going to see is that you're at the character selection screen here. Just click Start Game because you should be automatically selected on your character. From here, the whole entire dungeon should be reset. You can go inside, rinse and repeat this as many times as you like. I'm going to show you guys another clip here of myself picking up these items just to show you that it does work after the recent hotfix. I love to confirm this stuff with you guys because it's something that I'm also asked, quite frequently all the time. Hey, is this patch? I'm also asked, is something like, is this hotfix nerfing this? And it's just a bunch of questions, right? I try to answer it as best as I possibly can within these videos, and that's why they're lengthy at times. I like to make sure that everything is addressed and that you guys are up to date on everything. And speaking of that, like I mentioned somewhere in the middle of the video, I will be updating you guys on everything that they have addressed in the campfire chat today. This is popping up somewhere around 11 a.m. Central Time, I believe it is. This whole entire campfire chat should be interesting. I'm intrigued to see what they're going to buff. They did say specifically sorcerers and barbarians were going to receive some sort of buff, which who knows what that's going to be. Hopefully we do not see any nerfs because that would kind of go back on their word about not making the same mistakes, because if they do nerf some more things, either with sorcerer or barbarian, I think a lot of players are just going to absolutely walk out the door and shut that right on Blizzard's face. I don't see a lot of players wanting to come back if they just end up making the same mistakes that they did previously. Either or, it will be interesting to see how this turns out, and I will be updating you guys on everything that has to do with the upcoming patch notes. Anywho, this is all that I have left to say. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, give it a thumbs up. If you want to say something down below in the comment section, definitely say it. Or if you have any questions, ask it. I will be answering it in the first hour or two. Thank you so much for currently subscribing for those that are, and especially the members. Appreciate all the love and support, and I'll see you all in the next video.